Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaitana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل Muhammad. Inshallah, we are going to do analysis of Surah Hujrat, and Sister Zohra, you are going to start, inshallah, right? Are you ready? You can unmute yourself.
I can't. Yes, I can. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Okay, I'll be starting. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا, that is it's munadi, الذين اسم موصول في محل رفع, آمنوا صلة موصول لا محل لها في إعراب. Then meaning, oh, you all have believed. Then this amanu is fi'al madi, fa'iluhu, hum. Then next sentence is la tuqaddimu bayna yaday Allahi wa rasuli. That is jumla fi'aliya. Then la is harfu nahiya, jasima. Then tuqaddimu is fi'al mudari, majzoom, fa'iluhu antum.
Very good.
Yeah. Baina is special mudaf, is darf makan. Baina yadehi is idafa, that is maful bihi, it can be. Yadehi is again mudafa. Allah, laf jalala. The word Allahi, it is Allahi. The word Allah is mudaf ilayh plus mudaf. Then next is wa is ataf. Rasulihi is mudaf ilayhi. The meaning is, do not put yourself before Allah and his Rasul. Then wattaqullaha, wa is ataf. Taqu is fa'il amr, fa'iluhu antum. Allah is laf jalala, maful bihi. Then inna Allah samyun, that is meaning is, but fear Allah. Then inna Allah samyun alim is jumla ismiya. Inna Allah is mubtada. Again, we can break it at harf of nasab, and it's ism inna. Then inna Allah is mubtada, samyun alim is khabar, and samyun is sifa 1 for the word Allah, and alimun is sifa 2. Is it right?
Yeah, we can say sifa, or we can say that Samiyun is khabar number 1, because Inna Allah is mubtada, right? So Samiyun could be khabar number 1 and Alimun could be khabar number 2.
Okay. And the meaning is, indeed Allah is all hearing and all knowing.
Why Samiyun cannot be sifa of Allah? Because the word Allah is nasab in status, right?
Okay, yeah.
And Samiyun is rough, so they cannot be, right?
Yes, now I got it,
Yeah. So Samiyun could be khabar number 1 and Alimun could be khabar number 2.
Number 2.
Very
Okay.
well done. Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Ayat 2. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. That is also munadi. Then alladhina ithmu mausul, and amanu is sila. La mahala laha
Fill it up or min
will
al-i'rab,
fill it
yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah. Then that is, oh, you who have believed. And amanu again we can break into fi'l madi, fa'iluhu hum. Then la tarfa'u aswatahum fawqa sawti nabi is jumla failure. Then la is harfu nahiya jasima. Tarfa'u is fi'l mudari majzum, fa'iluhu antum. Aswatahum is idafa maful bihi. Fawqa is zarf makan. Fawqa sauti is idafa maful fi. Sauti, it is sauta.
Sauti.
Sauti, mudaf.
Mhm.
Nabi is mudaf ilayh.
Very good.
Again, it becomes maful bihi.
Mm-hmm.
Do not raise
Maful
your
fihi, we're
voice.
gonna say maful fihi.
Maful fihi, yes.
Even in the previous ayat, baina yadaya, because baina, this is special mudaf, right? Again, zarf zama, right?
Zama, yeah.
No, sorry, makan.
Zarf makan.
Zarf makan, so that gonna be maful fihi too.
Oh, yeah. So the meaning is, do not raise your voices above the voice of the Prophet.
Mm-hmm.
Then wala tajhar lahu bil qawli kajahri ba'dikum dibad is jumla failure. Wa is ataf. La is harf nahi jasima. Tajharu is fi'l mudari majzum. Fa'iluhu antum. Lahu jar majrur mutalak bil fa'il. Bil qawli is jar majrur متعلق بالفعل.
Fail.
متعلق بالفعل. كجهري is جار مجرور متعلق بالفعل ومضاف. لي
Kajahri.
Ka
No, badikum is mudaf.
بعدكم مضاف إليه وإضافة مفعول به. لبعد is جار ومجرور متعلق بالفعل. فعل. And the meaning is, and not be loud to him in speech like the loudness of you to others.
Mm-hmm.
Then an tahbata a'malukum wa antum la tash'urun. That is jumla failure. An is harf nasibatul mudari.
Not jumla failure, antahbata. We learned that what is antahbata? An came, and now we have compound ism, right?
Yeah, okay.
So this is basically jumla ismiya.
Okay, jumla ismiya. Correct. Okay.
So antahbata amalukum, yeah.
Oh yeah, an harf nasibal mudari. Even if it becomes an nasibal mudari, that becomes jumla ismiya.
Yeah, and yeah, still it is, we're gonna say, okay, this is mansoob because of an, but still we know that antahbata is creating, making it a compound ism, and that's why you see amalu. So amalu is kind of a file of antahbata, right?
Yeah, amalu, yeah.
Now this is ism now, right?
Okay. So then, but it becomes amalukum file, no?
File, yeah. So yeah, file of antahbata, yeah.
Yeah. Tahbata is file mudari mansub bi an. Then amalukum failuhu wa idafa maful bihi.
Yeah.
Then here why is halia, but we haven't. Why is
Yeah.
halia? Why it becomes antum. Antum is mubtada, la nafiya. La tash'urun is khabar.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, we can break into like fi'al mudari, fa'iluhu antum. So the meaning is, lest your deed become worthless while you perceive not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So antahbata, sometimes like that comes and it's like give you like warning that lest you would
Yeah.
lose something. So this is
Okay.
what it is over here.
Okay.
And the whole jumla wa antum la tashurun, that is considered jumla haliya, because it is saying that okay, in that condition you are not like knowing about it, and you're gonna
Oh,
lose all your amal. So wa antum la tashurun, this is considered as a jumla haliya.
Alia. Okay. And then inna alladhina, this is jumla ismiya. Inna alladhina yaghuduna aswatahum inda rasulillah. That whole thing becomes jumla ismiya and mubtada.
Very good, very good. Yeah.
Inna is harf nasiba. Alladhina ismu inna. So ism,
Yeah, so
then it
together
is
inna lazina is our
ismu
mubtada.
mawsul fi mahalli
Yeah,
nasab. Yeah.
yeah.
Then yauduna is yauduna as it is this
Yeah,
becomes jumla
uduna.
failure. Yauduna aswatahum inda rasulillah.
No,
When we break it,
yeah, this is the whole over here is sila, right?
yeah, it is sila mawsul la mahalla laha min fi irab,
Yeah,
and it is the whole thing
but
also
this is,
becomes jumla.
yeah, but the whole thing is mubtada, right? You said that already. Inna
Yeah,
lazina
but yeah,
ya'uduna,
that
yeah,
is mubtada. Then when we break it, it becomes again embedded sentence. No,
yeah,
yauduna
yeah,
aswatahum. Yeah.
ya'uduna, yeah, you're gonna say, yeah, this is failun mudariun, failuhu hum.
Yeah. يعودون فعل مضارع فاعلهم أصواتهم is مفعول به وإضافة in the ظرف ظرف زمان, this is in the ظرف زمان.
Makan, near. So this is
Okay, it's a
place is telling you. So zarf makan.
yeah, special mudaf. Yeah, rasuli mudaf ilayhi plus mudaf. Allah
Mudaf
Allah laf
ilayhi.
Allah laf jalala mudaf ilayhi.
Mhm.
They are the ones whose hearts Allah has tested for righteousness. No, that is not. No, no. Indeed, those who lower their voices before the messenger of Allah. Inna
Yeah,
alladhina yaquluna. Then the
yeah,
next is jumla ismiya. Then this whole thing become khabar of that mubtada. Ulaika
yeah.
alladhina imtahna Allahu qulubahum littaqwa. Ulaika is mubtada. Alladhina imtahana Allahu. Alladhina again, it is
Ulaika is
in
mubtada. So
like
next.
alladhina, yeah, alladhina ismu mawsul fi mahalla
Mhm.
mahalli rafa, because it is the khabar of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Imtahana Allah qulubi. Again, this again we can break it into jumla failure. Imtahana fi'al madi, fa'iluhu laf jala, fa'iluhu is Allahu laf jalala.
Mhm.
Kulub, kulub, kulubahum,
Kulubahum, yeah.
kulubahum, maful bihi, idafa, littaqwa, jar majrur, mutallaq bil khabar. Then lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun azimun. That is jumla ismiya. For them is forgiveness and a great reward. Lahum is jar majrur, mutallaq bil khabar, muqaddam, because it has come in front. Lahum. This is all jumla ismiya. Maghfiratun wa ajrun azim is mubtada, wa is ataf, and ajrun alim is mawsuf sifa. If when you break it,
Yeah,
is it okay?
yeah. Perfect, yeah. So lahum maghfiratun. We can stop over here too. Kulubihim littaqwa. And then lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun azim, we can consider a separate sentence too.
Yeah,
So for
Jumla
them
Ismiya.
is, yeah. So then we can say lahum is our MBK and maghfiratun is our maghfiratun wajrun azim. Since wow came, so this is all together, right? So that can be
Yeah.
our
But there's
mubtada.
no emphasis here, no, because it is common. Lahum
Common,
maghfirat.
yeah. Yeah, this is
Okay.
common. Yeah. Very well
Just
done. Very well done. Subhanallah. It's beautiful.
Jazakallah.
Okay. And did you guys see that? Alhamdulillah, we know almost everything over here.
Yeah.
So that is a good practice. And Fozia, you were asking for Al-Lazina, Silatul Mosul. So we have two example over here. So I hope it is making sense to you. Do you have any question, Fozia? Are you there? Okay, Sister Zora, you can go and pray your Fajr.
Yeah,
May Allah
I can
bless
hear my
you.
azan going on in the masjid.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Okay, so
Jazakallah khairan for accommodating me first. Thank you, Jazakallah.
no,
May
no,
Allah
no.
reward you.
May Allah reward you. You did an amazing job. May Allah make you deeper and deeper in this study, in this language, inshallah.
Ameen, ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so any questions so far for these three ayat? No question? She did a really amazing job. Everyone is clear on that? Okay, so we can move on then. So ayah number 4. Who has ayah number 4 to do? Come on, quick, quick. We don't have time to waste. Let me see who has number. Next ayah. Okay, so next is Parveen. Is Parveen there? Parveen isn't there. Is Shanila, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Shanila, you can go ahead so we can do these ayat after. So
I'm Fozia. You asked question. I couldn't unmute at that time. If you can clear that harfe masdari, I didn't understand that. The one that I know that it makes isme failure sentence into jumla failure into jumla ismiya, but I don't understand the whole concept.
Okay, when an comes, so whatever after it is coming, it becomes an ism. Okay, so antahbata amalukum. Amalukum is the file of antahbata over here. So basically it is treated as one compound ism. And what is the implication of it? Ism, we know that it could have done. Masdar is like it is creating an ism, right? So for example, I gave the example, we have sajada, he prostrated, and then sajda is the ism. But why we do that over here, turning fi'l mudariya into an ism? Because in this way we can see the file in there. This tahbata is showing us that your deeds, amals, are going to be nullified. So this is the just implication of it, and inshallah, as we go, we can learn more about it.
Jazakallah.
Sister, I have one question. Ya, ayyuha, is it one word or ya different and ayyuha different?
These are basically 3 words. Okay, so
Yeah,
how
ma'am.
does that? These are basically 3 words. Let me show you guys. This is basically ya plus ayu and plus ha. And ya is called munada. Oh, sorry, harfunida. Okay, the particle or the letter that like we call someone. And ayu is called munada, the one that we call to. And ha is called harfu tambi, meaning the harf that is kind of asking your attention. So harfu tambi.
This is not attached pronoun.
Yeah, this ha is attached pronoun, but over here it is called harfu tambi. Okay, so the particle of us like grabbing the attention of like we say oh you, or we say in English hey, oh, right? So basically this is the word of asking someone's attention. So this is called ha. This is harfu tambi. So ya you ha basically is consists of these 3 words. If you can remember, that's good enough. Okay, so ya is harfu nida, ayu is munada, and ha is harfu tambi. And one more thing about it, that this is considered jumla failure. Why? Because it says that the fail is mahzuf over here, meaning the fail is hidden in here. And what fail is hidden over here? Udu'u, I call you. Okay, this is kind of advanced, so that's why I don't want to mention, but if you grab it, good for you. Okay, so udu'u, this fail is kind of mahzuf over here, or nada. Nada means he call, or anada, anada, I call. Udu'u, I call, anada, I call. So these 2 kind of fail could be hidden in here after ya. Okay, so that's why it is considered jumla failure. If you will see in any Arab book, it will say jumla failure. So you must be wondering why. So this is the reason. If you remember, it's good, but otherwise, inshallah, these things will keep repeating and you will get it. Okay, so any more questions? Do we have more questions?
Sister Rahat, so if an comes as a harfu shart, we still...
An is not, no, in, it's not on, in.
In, okay, so that's a difference. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else?
So about the sila, what I understood is that like for isme mausula, that the reason that completes the statement, that is sila. Is that right?
Allazina mean the one who. Okay, so this is our ism mosul, right?
Yeah.
Ism mosul does not convey the whole message. It needs something to connect with to complete make complete sense, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is I'm gonna call this is our ism mosul, and right after ism mosul you will always find sila, and now depend how far is sila going.
So sila is basically the answer of allazina.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that is considered one thing.
Okay.
So that is considered one word.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why, yeah, that is going to be considered. That's why over here, oops. That's why over here, inna lazina, yaghuduna. So inna allazina, inna, you know harfu nasab, right? Now allazina came. So now we know that after harfu nasab, what do we need? The sum of inna, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're gonna consider this inna as ismu inna. This allazina now ismu inna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so together it is making our mubtada, because inna plus its ism always make mubtada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is our mubtada. But now allazina came. This is our ism mawsul, and after that is our sila. And now see where the sila is ending. It says allazina yaghuduna. So that is our fail. Aswatahum is related because this is the mafulun bihi of that yaghuduna, then in the Rasulullahi. So it is ending over here, right? So now this allazina and its sila together, they are considered one word. If it is considered one word, then the whole thing, inna lazina, up till here, the whole thing is our mubtada. Did you get it now?
Okay. Do you still call it one word, or it's a one fragment?
One word.
Okay.
Now inna lazina came, so inna is also, so now it is, you can say fragment or whatever, but allazina, the whole allazina is a mawsul plus its sila is one word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now since inna is also related to allazina, so that's why we're gonna say the whole thing is one, one fragment you can call, and this is our mubtada. And then ulaika allazina is our khabar coming over here. And then same thing with allazina came over here. Okay, so that was the whole concept of that ism mawsul. I hope it is making sense to you now.
Yeah, jazakallah. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's
the
move
whole
on.
thing, the أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى will be the khabar of
Yeah,
the.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. So now ulaika is our mubtada. Okay, and
mean,
now
if you further
allazina
break it
came.
down,
So
then it becomes,
allazina is our khabar, right?
yeah.
And now it is connected. This allazina is connected with this over here for as a sila. So this is considered one word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole thing, this is our khabar now. So ulaika is our mubtada, and the whole thing is our khabar over here.
No, the
Sila.
whole thing أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى will be the khabar of the previous sentence.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, so now we can move on. Number 4. Is Parveen here now? Okay, Shanila, you move on. So Shanila gonna do number 7.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay. وَعْلَمُوا, that's fail, so it's jumla failure. Wow is harf ataf, and i'lamu is fail mudari, fa'iluhu antum, means and no. And then anna fikum rasul.
No, okay, think more about it. I'lamu. Is that fail
i'lamu
mudari?
is fail mudari
So
majzum.
it's a command.
Okay. So fail amr.
Yeah, this is fail amr and file
Antum.
Yeah. So this
And
is
then,
fail amr and file is antum.
and then anna fikum rasulallahi, the whole thing is maful bihi. Anna is harfin nasb, and then rasulallahi, rasula is ism of anna plus mudaf, and then the word allahi is mudaf ilayhi. So Anna Rasulallahi is Mubtada Muakhar. It's Jumla Ismiya. And Fikum is Jar Majroor Mutalik bil Khabar.
Very good.
And that's Muqaddam.
Yeah.
And then Law is Harfu Shart. So this is Jumla Shartiya. And Law Yuti'ukum fi kathirim min al-amri. That's the whole thing is shart. And then we will break it down. Law is harfu shart. Yuti'ukum is fi'l mudari, fa'iluhu huwa plus idafa, attached pronoun. And fi kathirin is mutalik bil fi'l.
But why
It's
this
jar majroor.
UTU? Is that Majzoom? Is
No,
UTU Majzoom?
it's not majzoom.
Why not? We are saying this is Shartiya, but it's not Majzoom. Why? Any clue?
No.
Because if you remember, there are some ism or harf or shart which do not make fil mudariya jazim. So law is one of them. So that's why we're gonna say law is harfu shart ghayru jazim.
Oh.
Okay, so remember that. So law is harfu shart but ghayru jazim. So that's why you don't see fil mudariya majzoom after it. So that's why it is regular yuti'ukum. Okay.
Yeah, I missed that one. So yuti'ukum. So I will say anything here that why that is not jazim, or I just say it's marfu.
Yeah, you're gonna say it is marfu because it is marfu. It's not law is not doing any effect, so you can say.
Fi'l mudari marfu. Fa'iluhu huwa plus idafa. Kum is the zamir muttasil. And fi kathirin is jar majroor, so it's mutalik bil fail. And min al amri again is jar majroor, so that's also mutalik bil fail. And the meaning is, and from the previous part, that and know that the messenger of Allah is among you. And if he were to obey you in much of the matter. So the shart ends here, and then la'anittum is jawab al-shart.
Very good.
And it means surely you would be in difficulty.
Okay,
So lam is the lam ta'kid, and anittum is fi'l madin fa'iluhu antum.
Okay, this lam is not lamu ta'kid over here. Rather, it is because it is jumla shartiya. So it is kind of giving a hint that jawabu shart is starting over here. So basically, this lam came here because of jawabu shart. Okay, so not every lam is lamu ta'kid. This lam over here, it is called lam waqiyatu fi jawabi shart, meaning it is occurring over here because it is jawabi shart. So sometimes fa come, remember that when we were doing conditional sentences, sometimes fa give us indication that this is jawabu shart, right? So the same thing, sometimes la comes and give us indication that jawabu shart is starting over here.
Okay. So the translation I did surely or certainly.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then walakinna Allah. This is jumla ismiya. Walakinna is her. Waw is harf ataf and lakinna is harf nasab, and Allah is the word Allah is ism mansub. And then habbaba ilaykumul imana, that's khabar. Habbaba is fi'l madin fa'iluhu huwa. This is jumla failure starting here. Ilaykum is jar majroor mutalliq bil fi'l, and al imana is maf'ul bihi.
Very good.
And it means that but Allah has endeared.
He has put love. You, in easy word, you can say he has put love ilaykum, towards you, imana, in iman.
Faith, the faith.
Yeah, in your faith. Yeah.
And then wazayyanahu. So this is also jumla failure. Waw is harfi ataf. Zayyanahu is fi'l madin fa'iluhu huwa plus idafa, who is maf'ul bihi. Fi qulubikum is jar majroor mutalliq bil fi'l. And it means that, and has made it pleasing in your hearts.
What this zayyana referring to?
Al-imana.
Iman. Very good. So he has beautified iman in our hearts, in believers' heart.
And then wakarrahu. Wow, so this is matufala also carrying on the message, and then it's also jumla failure. Karraha is fi'l madin fa'iluhu huwa. Ilaykum is jar majroor, it's mutalliq bil fi'l. And al-kufra wal-fusuka wal-asyana, these are all connected and they're all maf'ul bihi.
Very good.
And it means that and has made hateful to you disbelief and defiance and disobedience. And then ulaika humur rashidun, this is jumla ismiya. Ulaika is ism ishara and it's mubtada. Humur rashidun is the khabar. And then again we break down the khabar. Hum is mubtada and ar-rashiduna is khabar.
Very good. Very good. Very well done.
And then the next ayah is, I spent a lot of time on that, but I think it's Fadlan min Allahi wa ni'matan. So Fadlan and wa ni'matan are talking about the previous ayah. So I have labeled them as maf'ul bihi.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it is talking about Allah's blessing that he has habbaba ilaykumul imana. Basically, it is talking about this part of it, right? Yeah. So this is the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he did that. So this is the
min Allahi is jar majroor MBF. So the meaning is a bounty from Allah and favor upon you. And then wallahu alimun khabirun. Wallahu, this is jumla ismiya. Wallahu is mubtada. Alimun is khabar 1 and khabirun is khabar 2.
Hakimun khabar 2.
Hakimun, sorry. And Allah is all knowing, all wise.
Okay. Very good. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, ayat 9. So waw is harfi ataf and in is harfu shart. So this is jumla shartiya, and ta'ifatani is ism marfu, is dual with ani combination. And the whole, can I label it as mubtada?
Yes.
Okay.
Taifatani. Yeah.
In taifatani.
Yeah.
And then the Jumla Shartiya goes on until min al-mu'minina iktatalu fa aslihu baynahuma. No, it goes on until min al-mu'minina iktatalu, and then jawab shart would be fa aslihu baynahuma.
Yeah.
Okay, so وإن طائفتان is مبتدا and من المؤمنين is jar majroor, so it's متعلق بالخبر, and اقتتلوا is خبر, and اقتتلوا is فعل
What?
ماضي. Sorry,
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
اقتتلوا is فعل ماضي فاعله أنتم. Is that right?
No, this is fail madi. Failuhu whom?
Amr, right? Iktatalu.
No, it's not Amr. If
Oh.
two groups, minal mu'minina, they fight.
Yes, it's home.
Okay, so this is whom.
Okay. And then
This is fail
فأصله
madi. Failuhu whom. This is fail madi, right?
فعل ماضي.
Yeah.
And the translation was, and if two parties among the believers fight.
Yeah.
And then فَأَصْلِحُ بَيْنَهُمَا is جواب الشرط.
Very good.
فا is حرف عطف. أصله is فعل مضارع. فاعله أنتم.
فأصله فعل المضارع.
No, sorry, فعل ماض.
Nope.
No, فعل أمر.
What is the translation? فأصله
make-
mean to
then make
reconcile
peace.
them. Yeah.
فعل أمر.
Yeah, this is Amr. So this is fail Amr. Failuhu antum.
Okay.
Okay, so فأصله بينهم بينهما.
فأصله is فعل أمر and فاعله أنتم, and بينهما is ظرف مكان plus إضافة, so it's مفعول فيه.
Yeah.
Okay, the next sentence is it starts with فإن, so it's also جملة شرطية, and فا is حرف عطف and إن is حرف شرط. بغت is فعل ماض فاعله هو. إحداهما
No, not huwa. Na huwa. Baghat. Ta with the spoon.
here. Sorry.
Yeah, so this is here.
Here.
And why here? Because ihda. This is ihda is like one. We say a number, first ordinal numbers, right? First, second, third, right? So this is kind of ihda. This is ordinal number. So ihdahuma, one of them.
So this is
So that is
considered feminine.
This is considered
Five?
feminine.
That is 5?
Yeah. So this is
That's
the
fine.
file of Bhagat. Yeah.
So ihdahuma is outside door plus idafa.
Yeah.
And it means, but if one of them oppresses, alal ukhra is part of the jumla shartiya, and this is jar majroor. It's mutalik bil fail.
Yeah.
And then faqatilul lati tabghi hatta ila amrillahi. The whole thing is jawab shart.
Very good.
Okay, so faqatilu is fa is harf ataf. Qatilu is fi'l amr, fa'iluhu antum. Allati is ism mawsul. Allati tabghi. Allati is ism mawsul and is fi mahli nasb because it's part of maf'ul bihi.
So you fight the one who, yeah. So that is mafulun bihi.
And then
What is tabghi?
تبغي تبغي حتى تفي إلى أمر الله. The whole thing is صلة موصول. And تبغي is فعل مضارع فاعله هي.
Very good, yeah. So basically the basic form is baga. Baga is madi. Baga and then yabghi. We know Urdu speaker, you know, bagawat.
Yeah.
Right? So this word is kind of from there. So baga, the one that who crossed the limits. So baga yabghi, not yabgha. Yabghi. Okay. And then from there is tabughi. Here is tabughi.
Yes. Okay. And حتى is حرف ناصب للمضارع. And تفي is فعل مضارع منصوب.
What is so special about hatta?
I don't remember.
Hatta, basically we said that hatta does not do any effect on any fi'l mudariya. After hatta there is one word hidden over there, which is an. That is called mudmara. So
An with ain. Oh, alif. Okay.
This and it is called mudmara, mean the hidden one. So there is mudmara after hatta, which is kind of affecting the fi'l mudariya. Hatta does not do anything. Okay, so
there is a hidden word after hatta.
Yes, there is hidden word and that is kind of that should be tafi'u, but instead of tafi'u it is tafi'a. And who is doing that? This is doing it, not the hatta. Okay, so this is fi'l mudariya mansoob because of mudmara. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, then
Failu hiya.
very
And
good.
then ila amrillahi is jawab shart. It ends here and it's jar majroor plus idafa. So the whole thing is mutalik bil fi'l.
Good, very
And
good.
the meaning is then fight the one who's oppressed and who oppressed until he returns to the command of Allah.
Yeah.
And then fa'in fa'at. So starting with in, so it's again it's jumla shartiya. Fa'in fa'at is the shart, and fa is harfu ataf, in is harfu shart. Fa'at is fi'l madin fa'iluhu hiya.
Here, why here?
Because it's talking, is it because it's continuation of
Yeah, because
previous?
it's talking about ihdahuma, the one who is kind of the one group, right? So that is why it's here.
And then فَأَصْلِحُوا بَيْنَهُمَا بِالْعَدْلِ وَأَقْسِطُوا is جواب الشرط. فَأَصْلِحُوا fa is harfu ataf. أَصْلِحُوا is فعل أمر فاعله أنتم. بينهما is ظرف مكان plus إضافة, so this is مفعول فيه. بالعدل is jar majroor, so it's متعلق بالفعل. And then وأقسطوا is واو is harfu ataf, so it's معطوف. Do I say معطوف إلى here?
Yeah, ma'tufun ala previous sentence.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, معطوف إلى previous sentence. وأقسطوا, so أقسطوا is فعل أمر and فاعله is أنتم.
Good.
And the translation is, then if he returns, then make peace between them with justice and act justly.
Very good.
And then Inna Allaha yuhibbul muqsitin. So this is Jumla Ismiya. Inna Allaha harfun nasb. And the word Allah is mansoob. This is mubtada. And yuhibbu is fi'l mudari fa'iluhu huwa. Al-muqsitina is maf'ul bihi.
Okay, so inna Allah is our mubtada and yuhibbul muqsitina is our khabar, and then this is our fi'l mudariya. The file is huwa, and this is our maf'ulun bihi.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I forgot to say yuhibbul muqsitina is khabar.
Yeah, because this is the khabar of jumla fi'liya coming as a khabar.
And translation was indeed Allah loves those who act justly.
Very good. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Very beautifully done. And I hope that this is all making sense to you. You really work hard. And these were kind of hard ayat, all shirt and everything, which is, you know, that is kind of advanced. People don't talk about shirt. But in Alhamdulillah, we have kind of idea of it. So basically, Alhamdulillah, that was a really good revision. So hope
and
that
I
really...
learned a few things like hatta. I didn't go over it at all, so I will go back and learn.
So that's why we are here, and these things inshallah will keep repeating, and every session inshallah we learn something new, right?
Yeah,
so
inshallah.
you're really done well, Alhamdulillah. I'm very proud of you, and keep up your hard work. Okay,
inshallah.
You guys are very brave. The people who are coming over here and explaining, I'm really proud of you guys. You are special. Okay.
Sister Rahat, one question.
With all your help.
Yes.
Yeah. You said that there is an after hatta that is affecting tafiya, and you said that if the effect of an was not on tafiya, it would have been something which I kind of missed.
Tafi'u.
Yeah, tafi'u.
What is the regular? The regular would be tafi'u. This is that should be u over here. But you see, this is tafi'a. Why? Because of this, after hatta we have an over here, which is hidden. And basically we are saying that hatta is part of, we say an lan likay is an hatta, right? We said that hatta make fi'l mudariya mansoob. But basically this is kind of, I'm giving you more into it, that basically hatta does not do anything. There is an that does the effect. Not
so
the hatta.
An is making this mansoob, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah. So that is the fi'a over here. This fatha over here, that is the fi'a. But originally, what is that? The fi'u. Because this is fi'l mudariya. Fi'l mudariya always ends on u sound, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Okay. Any more questions about these three ayat that we did?
Yes, I have a question regarding ihda, because we mentioned this is a file over here. Yes, why we said that it's feminine because of Yamaksura?
Yeah, and this is a number. This is called, I think, ordinal numbers. So one of them we are saying, right?
Right.
So this ordinal number, this ihda I wrote over here. So this is basically considered feminine.
So is it part of Arab Satsu category?
No, this is like these ordinal numbers. We didn't talk about numbers yet, right? So these ordinal numbers are considered this ihda, that is considered feminine.
Okay.
And even if we say alif maksura, right? We say alif maksura is feminine. So you can see that it is ending on alif maksura. So if you want to think that way, you can think that way, yes.
Okay.
So it has alif maksura, so you can say that this is feminine.
Okay. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Yeah.
Sister Rafat, I have a question. In the same verse 9, what do we label iktatalu as?
Which one?
Minal
Iktatalu?
mu'minina iqtatalu, yeah. What do we label that as?
Iktatalu is wa in taifatani minal mu'minina. So this is, we can consider that can be done in different way. So the easiest way we can see that this is ayah number 9, right?
Yeah.
I labeled it khabar.
Yeah.
But then that's a verb, right?
Let me see. Number 9. That is considered a separate jumla failure too.
Separate what?
A separate individual jumla failure.
Okay.
Or if we are saying that wa in taifatani minal mu'minina, so wa in taifatani, we are this is our shartiya, right? And
Yeah.
taifatani, if we are taking it as a mubtada,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then minal mu'minina is our MB,
Okay, right?
MBK, and then we can take it as a khabar,
Okay.
and our khabar can be jumla failure,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how it could be.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Anything else regarding these 3 ayat, or we can move on? Okay, so who is next? And is Parveen over there? Because we are still missing ayah 4, 5, and 6. Can someone check in the participant? Is Parveen there? If not, then we can move on who is on number 10, 11, and 12.
No, Parveen is not there.
That is not fair. If you have committed, you need to be there. Or you can inform beforehand that I won't be available, so we know that. Okay, Nazia Anwar. Who is Nazia Anwar?
Can I say something?
I
I
am
just
the
want to say something about Parveen, that she had not signed up here in the slot because she said on the WhatsApp thing that she wants those ayats, and she took 2 sets, and so that they don't get taken away, I am the one that who wrote her name there, but she committed on the main group, not in the sheet. I just want to let you know, because
Okay,
I just saved the slot for her because she said it there.
but that's why I shared all these names, so people should know who is on what ayah. So we need to be that responsible that we can take care of it, right? Okay, so anyway, now Nazia, are you there?
yes.
Okay, go ahead, my dear. So
Okay.
we are on number 10, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That one is A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So innamal mu'minuna ikhwatun. Inna is harf of nasab. I don't know what is ma. Al mu'minuna, it's ism of inna. So then it's mubtada, and ikhwatun it's khabar, and it's idafa fragment.
Okay, something about innama. You know that when we know that inna is harfu nasab, and ma should be its ism because it is together. So we should consider as a mubtada. But when I was looking in the Arab, it just say that, okay, this is called harfu makfuf. I mentioned that this harf with anna, harfu makfuf, meaning that this ma comes just to take the effect of inna, because maybe inna is like something else is not letting inna to do the effect, or whatever is reason, I have no clue. But this ma just come to get the effect of this inna. So after that, inna does not have any effect or anything. So that's why we're gonna just leave this inna ma. We're gonna just say this is harfu makfuf or whatever, because the meanings over here for inna is only, right? So that must be something different than, I don't know if we're gonna consider as a mubtada or not. So we are going to start over here then. Al mu'minuna, we're gonna say, okay, that could be our mubtada.
Mubtada. Okay. And then ikhwatun it's khabar.
Khabar. Yes, we can do that way. Okay.
Okay. So it means the believers are brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. And then fa aslihu baina akhwaykum. So fa aslihu is fa is huruf ataf. Aslihu is faili amr. Failuhu antum. And baina is special mudaf, zarf makan. And akhwaykum is ism plus attached pronoun. So it's a idafa fragment and it's maf'ul fihi.
Very good.
So it means is so make peace between your two brothers.
Very good.
And then it's
why you are saying two brother, where this two is coming from?
For aslihu,
do we remember our akhun, akhan, akhin, and then
yes, you're right. Yeah, because of that.
Akhawani, akhawaini.
Yes.
Okay, so this is akhawaini basically, and noon is dropped. Why?
Because it's like it's sukoon, it's here, it's a majzoom, so that's why.
No. Why no?
Mudaf.
Yes, mudaf need to be light.
Oh, okay.
Okay, mudaf need to be light, so that's why this noon is dropped.
Okay.
Okay, basically it is akhawaina, but noon is dropped. Why? Because we are making mudaf ilayhi, akhawaikum.
Okay.
Okay, so remember that part. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay, and then wattaqullaha la'allakum turhamun. So wattaqu is wa is haruf ataf. Ittaqu is fail amr. Failuhu antum. Okay, and then Allah is harf Allah, and it's maf'ul bihi.
Very good.
And la'allakum is la'alla is special mudaf, and
la'alla is what?
Special mudaf.
Nope.
No. So harf of nasab.
Yeah.
Yes. sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Inna annaka anna laita lakinna la'alla.
Yes. It's harf of nasab, and kum is attached pronoun, and it's
so together they make what?
Harf of nasab plus it's a idafa fragment.
Nope.
No. I don't know.
Always mubtada.
Okay.
Always mubtada. Inna, anna, ka anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla, plus there is some always mubtada.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then turhamun is it's maf'ul bihi, because No?
We are saying mubtada. So what do we need after
Khabar,
mubtada?
khabar.
Yes, turhamuna is khabar.
Okay, yeah, it's a khabar.
Okay, this is jumla failure coming as a khabar. Okay, this is jumla failure coming as a khabar. And how we gonna break down our jumla failure? Turhamun.
That one is
Felun.
Felun madin.
Oh, wow. Wow, noon ending, ta beginning. How it could be madi?
Okay. So what is that?
What else do we have? We have madi and what else?
Madari.
Yeah,
Felun
so
mudariun.
mudariya. So
Yeah.
felun mudariun, failuhu.
Failuhu hum.
It's majhul, no, sister? Fail mudari majhul.
Yeah, failu mudariya majhul, you are right. Because u turha moon, this ha, u a sound.
Okay. Faili
Turha
madari.
moon.
Okay.
So the translation should be helping you that you may be shown mercy or given mercy.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Felun Mudariun. So Felun Mudariun Majhul and naib file is what?
Antum?
Antum.
Okay.
Okay, because ta beginning and una ending is antum.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
And,
well done.
And then
wait, one question.
Yes.
Wait, one question.
Wait,
yeah. So I was late to the meeting, so I'm not sure, like, were these previously assigned to the people?
Yes, even in men's group I shared once. I don't know if you guys are following. I shared this Google document. You can name over there, write your name, and you can do the analysis if you are confident enough, and you are.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering where are you, and I was about to do a private message to you. So if you are interested, some people have taken 2. So I'm gonna request them so you can take a slot. Okay. So we have next Surat Mulk. So you can take a slot from Surat Mulk then, okay? Hello, are you there? Is that okay? Kamil.
He's scared.
Okay.
You scared him.
Kamil, I'm gonna put your name there if you are taking or not. You have to now, okay? So your name gonna be in Surat Mulk, inshallah, okay? Okay. So next one.
Okay. Next one. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. So first, I don't know. It's like jumla failure. You just tell us. So and now I say it's jumla failure. So it's ya is harfi nida, ayyuha is munada, ayyu is munada, and ha is harfi tambi.
Very good. Wow. Subhanallah. You memorize everything.
Yeah.
Amazing. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Allazina is kind of file of what fail is hidden in there, right?
Yes.
So Allazina is basically file for Adu'u. Udu'u, sorry. So Udu'u is hidden in there, and Allazina is the file of that.
Okay. Okay. And okay, and then allazina is isme mausul.
Very good.
And amanu is amanu sila mausul.
Very good. Silatul Mosul. Silatul Mosul.
Okay. Silatul Mosul. Okay. And yeah, ayyuhallazina amanu means O believers. And then yaskhar qaumun min qaumin. So Yaskhar is, it's like the jumla failure starts from here. So Yaskhar is fail. Kaumun is its
No, what
file.
kind of fail? What kind of fail?
Fail is fail madariun majzumun failuhu huwa.
Okay, and what is making it majzoom?
The sukun sign.
No, what letter is making? What is making this fail mudariya majzoom? This la over here, la nahiya basically. Okay, so this is forbidding la. Commanding and forbidding, do you remember?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so this is the one. So this is la nahiya, which is making it majzoom.
Okay, la nahiya. Okay. Okay, that's why it's majzoom. Okay,
yeah.
And kaumun is its file. And,
very good.
Because it's rough in status, and min kaumin is min is harf of jar, and then kaumin is
Ism majroor.
Ism majroor, and that one is its MBK.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay, and the meaning is no one group of man should jeer at another.
Yeah. So no nation, no people shouldn't mock or make fun on others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then asa an yakunu khayran minhum. Okay, so asa is it's also start with like it's a jumla failure, and asa is faile madin failuhu huwa.
Very good.
And then it's an is harfe nasibatul madariun. And yakunu, I don't know, but
yeah, it is majzoom. Okay, it's supposed to be yakununa, but this is majzoom, so you're gonna say failun mudariyan majzoomun be an because of this an.
Okay.
Or it's mansoob, sister.
It's mansoob.
Oh,
mansoob.
Yeah.
I said majzoom.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, mansoob.
Okay.
Okay, so failun mudariyan mansoobun be an.
Bi anna failuhu hum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And kana yakunu, if you remember, what do we say about them? This is failun madi nakis, right? So
yes.
they don't have file, rather they have ism.
Ismu.
Okay.
So their ism is what? Ism is whom?
Ism is, oh, they, okay. Their ism is
So
hum.
instead of file, we're gonna say
Ism is hum. Okay. Hello? Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We can hear you, but
Sister Rahat is.
Rahat, I think so. This will be fail mansoob nakisa ismuhu hum.
Nakisa, okay.
I think she's not there in this. Sister Rahat?
I think her line is dropped.
Yeah.
No, she's in participants list. She's there, but maybe her connection is weak or something.
Yeah. She'll come back, inshallah.
Why we say here that ism is home, and because
It's
it's not
because Yakuno is that Khana family is like that. It is told as Sister Rahat.
It's nakis. I think nakis is called.
It's the weak fail. The chapter we did, weak
yeah.
fail. Yeah.
Yeah, Kana family. Kana, then Yasbahu, yes. But Yasbahu, all that family. Allah.
Asbaha something, right? Yeah.
Nuna, but due to an, it became majzoom.
No, it is
became
mansoob.
nasab.
It's mansoob.
Yeah.
Fail mansub nakisa.
Oh,
Nakis.
I want to ask this question. Maybe this is the un that makes the jumla failure masdar, like jumla ismiya. Is this the same un? Then are they talking about this un that makes jumla failure masdar? The same
Yeah,
un that we were talking
but
about.
we don't know if with the Kana family how it affects. So.
Yeah, I think it's same work as the Ismia. Does the because Kana family
but I'm stuck on the effect of un also, that the un makes it's called harfe masdari. That it makes it noun the fail. So I just want to ask also that is that what
Yeah.
I think?
On
we can ask sister now.
There.
I think Sister Prahat is joined already. She's joining.
Okay, yes, I'm here.
Mhm.
Where was that bit of screen share? Okay, yes. So do we
Yes.
have Nazia? Or
Yes.
okay. So now what is khairan over here?
Khairan is maful and it's mafule bihi.
See the kana thing. What is the
Okay.
kana business? If you kana business is that kana and all its sisters, so they have ism plus
Yes.
they have khabar, and their khabar is going to be mansoob. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically what it is happening over here. So this is basically khabar of kana over here.
Okay. This is the khabar.
This is the khabar of kana over here.
So khairan is khabar, not maful.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
because
just yeah, I yakunu, it should be I yakununa, but due to an it became majzoom, right? Yakunu.
Mansoob, yeah.
Mansoob, yeah.
Majzoom.
Mansoob.
Because we
And
draw
yakunu became ism, and that's why the khabar of kana is mansoob here, right? Khairan.
An, lan, likai, izan, hatta, they make mansoob, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
part
this
is
is
okay. I mean,
mansoob,
kana
and
is nakis, right? So
yeah, ismu kana over here is home, mansoob.
okay. And
it's
khabar kana
mubtada.
is khairan,
And
and it's
khabar
mansoob.
kana, yeah, and you can call it mubtada, yes. And khairan is the khabar kana.
So is that because of the un or the
No, this is all kana business. You guys
Kana
don't
family.
remember?
Yeah, we do.
Kana and its sister, this is how they behave. So Kana and sister, they are considered, they are fail, but when it comes to labeling, they have ism and they have khabar, and their ism is rafa in status, and their khabar is nasab in status. So you guys need to revise Kana and its sister lesson, okay?
Sister Rahat, should I ask the question after Nazia is done? I have a question about an.
Okay, ask me now.
Okay, is this an also doing the same thing that making isme jumla failure masdar is the same?
Yeah, you can say that, yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So where is the ism that it is making masdar fail? So yakunu is where is the ism that it has effect on? This yakunu?
Yakununa, yes, this has effect. It's supposed to be yakununa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now is this ism like it is supposed to make verbal noun? So
yeah,
a verb into a noun, yeah.
Yeah, so this is whole thing an yakunu is considered one word, and this is ism plus kana plus its ism together. It's mubtada, one word.
And it's nasibatul madari, right?
Yeah.
And plus madari.
So Yakunu, can you say it is a verbal noun, masdar? Yakunu?
Yeah, you can say that. It is also called, and another name is masdar al-muawwal. Masdar muawwal. So basically an and fi'l mudariya, they make masdar muawwal, and this masdar muawwal is basically compound ism. Okay, so this is it's not compound ism, is it's not like going to be sometimes, yes it is, can be some fragments and some sentence, and sometimes it's gonna be just by itself. An plus fi'l mudariya together, they are just creating compound ism.
So if
What
the
it is
an
called,
wasn't
sister?
there,
Vowel?
yakunu would still be have its own rules that it will become
Yakununa.
kana and sisters rule, right?
Yeah, but an is not doing anything regarding the ism kana or khabar kana. That is that's set for, because this is kana, right? So this is happening due to that. If she is just asking about the compound ism, that how it is making a compound ism. So this an and plus fi'l mudariya together, it is creating compound ism, which is called masdar muawwal. Like this is just one word.
Okay.
Yeah, and still it has its ism is home, and its khabar is it's yeah, so together it is mubtada, and khairan is its khabar.
How do you write masdar? Mu'al, what did you say?
Muawwal.
Mu'awwal.
Masdar, it has many names. You can even call this an masdariya, or the whole thing you can say it masdar muawwal.
Or nasibul madariya, right?
That is an nasibatul madariya, masdar muawwal. Masdar muawwal. Or we can call this an masdariya, because this an is making it and turning into masdar, an masdariya, and this harf is called harfu nasibatul mudariya by itself. Okay, so these are just, do not get overwhelmed by these terms. I just give you, because sometimes you're gonna read in Arab book, so you should know what it is talking about. Otherwise, do not get so much overwhelmed by these terms. Okay, we can just see that, okay, if you just understand that an is harfu nasibatul mudariya and it is making its a mansoob, that is good enough. And inshallah, as we move on, then you will be more comfortable having them as understanding. Okay, the things will become more clear, inshallah. Okay. Okay, so
Here,
we are
sister,
done.
no,
Yeah.
here there's one la yashar in the above sentence. That is, it becomes third person, no? That la yashar, not the second person. Okay.
Yeah, this is third person. We can use commanding and forbidding in all 14 pronouns, right? Okay. But a second person is direct, and the other ones are just indirect. Okay. And we are saying should not, our nation or people should not. So this is like how we say when we have la nafiya or commanding. So should come in that translation then. Okay. Okay, next one. So minhum.
Okay. Minhum is MBK.
And
the meaning is the whole is who may after all.
Okay, so I'm glad that you said MBK. Why we are calling it MBK?
Because it's
because we are calling this is ism and this is khabar kana, so we are expecting MBK, not MBF. Okay.
Yes. First I wrote MBF, but after that mubtada and khabar, then I thought it's
very good. Very good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, now
then it's wala nisa'un min nisa'in. So first I think it's jumla ismiya.
Yes, it is.
It is jumla ismiya. Okay. And
this is motufun ala wow came. It is kind of connected with the previous sentence, right? So basically it is saying that it says a nation should not make fun of other nation, and now same is neither women should make fun of other women. So basically it is connected to la yaskhar.
Okay, yes. So it's connected to la yaskhar, and it is jumla ismiya, you said.
Yes, and by itself we can say it is jumla ismiya because this is nisaun is ism.
Yes, yes, that's what I think. Nisaun is ism, so it's
so this is our mubtada.
It's mubtada, and min nisa'in it's mbk.
Very good.
And then asa an yakun khairun minhunna. So asa it's like fail. So it's jumla failure starts. So fail plus file it's
Failun madin huwa, we just did it, right?
Yes, yes. And then an is harfe nasibatul madarin, or and yakun it's the same thing like yakunu, you said, like it's
but
like
what is the ism inside?
Yakun, I don't know.
Okay, so basically if we do kana, let me do, I don't have space over
Yakunna
here.
it is. Yakunna.
Yeah, this is hunna.
Hunna.
Okay, so
for the
kana,
lady we are talking about.
Yakunna.
So yakunu, yakunani, yakununa, then takunu, takunani, and then yakunna. So basically this is yakuna, right? Yakuna, and then we add nunu niswa, which is hunna. And now what was the requirement of hunna? That there should be skoon over here, right?
Yes.
So if we put skoon, now we have skoon over here on this waw, and we have skoon over here, and two skoon cannot be together in Arabic grammar.
Yes.
So we need to drop this waw. So when we drop that, now we have this noon, ya kun, and then na. So we kind of get with the shadda. Now we have two noons, ya kun na. So this is how an ya kunna.
Okay.
And this hunna and hunna and antunna, they do not get mansoob and majzoom, right? They remain the same.
Yes, yes.
So they don't take any effect. So this is what it happened. Okay, so an yakunna.
An yakunna, and then so okay, because of that, the whole thing yakunna. So then khairan is khabar, and min hunna is mbk.
Very good. Yeah, same thing. Min hunna, mbk, basically same i'rab that we did over here, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so next.
Next is wala talmizu anfusakum. Va is hurfe ataf. La is la nahiya. Talmizu is failun madariun majzumun failuhu antum.
Very good.
And anfusakum is maful, and it's a it's maful bihi.
Very good. And
Okay.
idafa fragment.
And it's a dafa fragment, yes. And then wala tanabizu bil alqab. So va is hurufe ataf, la is la nahiya, tanabizu is fele madariun, failahu antum, bil alqab is it's mbk, it's harf of jar.
MBF.
Oh, sorry, mbf.
It's fail mudari majzoom.
Fail
Which
madarin.
Which one?
Yeah.
Tanabazu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
La
Right.
nahiya, right?
Yeah.
So la nahiya make majzoom.
Majzoom, yes. Fail madara majzoomun failuhu antum. Yes. Thank you. And then now this one I tried this one, but I don't know.
Bisa? Yeah, we
bisa.
didn't learn about that. There are two words, bisa and nima.
Okay.
But they are called harfu mad and zam. What does that mean? harfu mad is ni'ma. Ni'ma, that's, we're gonna translate how amazing or how beautiful, like ni'ma ajrul amilin. You will see in Quran Pak how amazing is the reward for the doers, like the good deeds doers. So that is harfu mad. Now over here, bi'sal masir, you will see many places in Quran Pak, right?
Yes, yes.
Bi'sa, so this is called harfu zam, like harfu zam, we're gonna say like how evil.
Negative.
Yeah, negative. How
Negative.
evil is their resting place.
Okay.
So that is called
Zam.
harfu zam.
Zam. Okay.
Okay, you can add al harfu azam, or this is how it should be. Okay. So
Okay.
so
It's
these are
something
two
like
words.
amazement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how evil over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind of showing that how evil is that, like when we call with someone with a bad name or evil names.
Okay. So, okay, the way I did it, I just write it down, Bisa. So, Fele Madin Failuhu Huwa.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay. And then, okay, Al Ismul Fusuk. So, this one is
Al Ismu al Fusuku, right? Basically.
yes,
So this is
yes.
what?
Is this now? I think first I
We
think
have
it's
al, we have al, we have u, we have u.
so it's Jumla Ismiya or it's Maful. I'm confused in that one. I don't know.
Mausuf Sifa.
Mosuf Sifa, yes. So this is Mosuf Sifa.
Okay.
Okay, so Bisal Ismul Fusuk. And I think after Bisa, that should be the Isam of Bisa. So these are Ismul Fusuk. These are Isam of Bisa. Because it has Isam instead of, because Bisa and Nima, they are called Fail Jamid, so they don't have Mudariya. So they only, yeah, and they have Isam. So Ismul Fusuk, these look like they are Isam of Bisa.
Okay, Ism of Visa. Okay, and then Badul Iman. So Bada is a special mudaf, and then it's a idafa fragment, and it's MBK. That's what I
Bada is telling you time, right?
Yes, Zarf Zama.
Zarf Zama. So Zarf Zama is considered as MB.
MB.
Maful fihi, right? But okay, I don't know if we are taking it. I need to check on that. That if it is considered Jumla Ismiya or Failya.
Yes, I'm also confused. Like, what is that? Okay.
So Bisa is Madi and Ismul Fusuk is the file. Yes, they are. And yeah, so Ba'd al-Iman is considered Mafulun Fihi.
Mafulun Fihi. Okay.
Yeah, so that means we are taking it as a Jumla
Failya.
Failya, yeah. So this is Maful Fihi.
Okay. And after that is what is it? Wamil lam yatub. So why is Huruf Ataf? Man is Ism Mausul.
No, Shartiya.
Oh, Jumla Shartiya. Oh, okay. Okay. Shartiya. Okay. And lam, because of lam, Yatub is Majzoom. So Fi'l Mudari'un Majzoomun Fa'iluhu Huwa. And this one is Shart, and Fa'ulaika Humuz Zalimun. That one is Jawab Shart.
Very good.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Ulaika is what?
Ulaika is mubtada and zalimun is khabar.
Yes, and what is whom? Whom
I
is
don't
another
know.
mubtada.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is kind of giving more emphasis.
More emphasis.
Those are, they are the wrongdoers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling out on them twice.
Okay.
Okay, so this is very emphatic over here. So that's why we have two mubtadas. So basically, faulaika, you're gonna say mubtada, humu zalimun is khabar, and then if further you're gonna break down this khabar, you're gonna say hum is mubtada and zalimun is khabar.
Okay. Okay. So now
And before I was saying that bisa is our it takes ism, so no, it will take ismul fusuk gonna be considered the file of bisa, not ism but file. Okay, so
file.
we are taking it as a felun madi. It is going to be considered.
Okay, file of bisa.
So
Okay.
what kind of ism they are called? This base
Fail
Bisa
jamid.
and lima. Fail jamid.
Fail jamid, yeah.
Okay. So just give me 1 minute. My battery is going down. My telephone battery. Just a second. Okay. Okay, now the third one.
You got very long ayat, subhanallah.
Yeah.
May Allah bless you. You got all the revision, huh?
Yes, yes.
Alhamdulillah.
I all my best. Okay. So ya ayyuhal lazina amanu, same thing. Ya ayyuha harfin, ya is harfin nida. Ayyu is manada, ha is harfin tambi. Al-lazina is isme mausul. Aminu is sila mausul. Uske baad, okay, ijtanibu. It's that one is this first of all it's failure, and ijtanibu is fele amr.
Very good. Yeah.
And kasiran is mafuli bihi, and minal zanni is mbf. Oh, MB, yeah, MBF, yeah, because it's harf of jar and ism majroor. And then inna bada zanni ismun, so inna is harf of nasab, bada is special mudaf.
Inna plus bada.
Inna plus bada. Okay, so
and
it's
then bada zanni. So do you think they are related?
Inna bada zanni. I don't know.
Okay, so inna is related with bada because this is the ism, right? Ism of inna. Then bada is light and zanni is jar. So that could be what? And bada anyway takes bada is special mudaf, so it need mudaf ilayhi after it.
Mudaf plus mudaf ilayhi, it's idafa fragment.
Yeah, so that means the inna bada zanni, the whole thing is our what?
MBF.
No.
Mubtada.
Inna.
Oh yeah.
Inna plus ism.
Yes, and the ism and the ism of inna is ism.
Yeah, and since bada is related to zanna, so that's why we are taking the whole thing.
Okay, yes, you're right.
Okay, so the whole thing is mubtada. And then ismun by itself is the khabar.
It's no, in ismun is the ism of inna, no?
Which ismu? No. Ismu inna is always the mansoob.
Ah, you're right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is khabar.
This one is khabar. Okay.
So ismun is khabar.
Ismun is khabar. Yes. Okay. Okay. And then wala tajassasu wala yaktub ba'dukum ba'da. Wala is ba is hurfiyataf, la is la nahiya, tajassasu fi'l madariun, fa'iluhu antum. Wa is hurfiyataf, la is la nahiya, yaktub is fi'l madariun, majzumun, fa'iluhu huwa. Ba'dukum is zarf zaman.
Special
No,
mudaf, yeah.
Yes,
but here
special.
because ba'dukum becomes file, no sister?
Yes, yes. The fail
Yeah.
is yaktub, and the file is badukum, and
Mhm.
badan is maf'ul fihi.
Very good. Yeah.
And then ayuhibbu ahdakum is ayuhibbu is fail.
What
And
is a?
is istifamia.
Very good. Question word. Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah, and yuhibbu is faili madariun failuhu huwa. Ahdukum is file.
Very good.
And an is harfe nasibatul madariun. And okay, yakulu is
Yakula.
yakula is faili madariun bi anna.
Mansoob bi an.
Mansoob. Okay. And then lahma akhihi is it's maf'ul.
Lahma.
Lahma is mudaf plus mudaf ilayh. It's maf'ul.
Very good.
Yeah. And I don't know what is maitan.
Maitan.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
tan should telling you.
It's MB.
Mafulun bihi.
Okay.
It's mafun and hal, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, it could
I
be
don't-
maful hal too. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it could be hal too.
Okay. Fakarihtumuhu is fa is hurufe ataf, and karihtumuhu is faile madin failuhu antuma. And who
Antum,
is
not antum. Antum.
Okay. Antum.
Yeah. Fakarihtum. And
Oh.
this wow is just for the fluency, right?
Oh, okay. And then wattaqullaha wa is hurufe ataf. Ittaqu is faile amr. Allah loves lam jalala mansoob. Then inna Allah tawwabun rahim. Inna is harf of nasab. Allah loves Allah ism of inna. Tawwabun and rahimun is mawsoof sifa. And inna
No, the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot be mawsoof sifa.
Okay.
So this tawab is khabar number 1.
And
And
rahimun is
Rahim is
khabar number 2. And inna
yes.
Allah is its mubtada.
Very good. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Oh my God.
Okay, go and treat yourself. Okay, Alhamdulillah. You did an amazing job. Very proud of you.
Thank you for telling us that whole thing and showing us that path. You know, I never ever think like that before.
This is your first time learning?
First time learning. Very first time.
Subhanallah. And you made it that far, Alhamdulillah.
Yes, try. One of my friends, Sister Shanila.
So you are the exemplar, yaar. You are the exemplar for all of us, huh? Subhanallah. It's amazing.
Yes,
If like in just a period of I think 6 weeks, so you can do that much. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. You are blessed.
Thank you
blessed,
so much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Sister Shanila, too, for your all help.
Subhanallah. You guys are amazing.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Very proud of you guys. Okay. Okay. Who is next? I think we can just try these next.
Next.
You are the one? Okay. So, yeah. So
Okay.
we can just finish these and rest we can do tomorrow, inshallah, right? Or we will see if people are still interested. I'm okay. I can have class till midnight. No problem.
Oh my God.
I think we should finish Surah Hujrat and then we can do Surah Mulk.
I think you are overwhelmed that your students are doing so good.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
We have been here for
That is my day. That is my day to read today, huh? Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayyuhan nasu. So it's again harfanida. Ya is harfanida and ayu is manada and ha is harfitam. And nasu is mankind, it's ism. So ya ayyuhan nasu makes it O mankind.
Or we
And
can say the nasu, as we were saying before, that fail is hidden over there. If this is the case, then an-nasu should be what? File of that fail, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then inna khalaqnakum min zakarin wa unsa. So inna is a harfinas, in plus na, nahnu. So indeed we khalaqnakum, created you. Khalaq is fele madi. Khalaqna is fele madi, failahu nahnu. And kum is maful bihi here. So it's a jumla failure. And inna is a file here. And then min zakarin or unsa, this is mafulum MBF, jar al majroor. So meaning is, O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female.
Very good, subhanallah.
Then wow as a harf ataf here, waja'alnakum, same thing, fi'l madi fa'ilahu nahnu, and kum is maful bihi. So we made you. Shu'uba, it's maful bihi here. Wa qabail is also maful bihi here because they both are in nasab status. And meaning is we made you nation and tribe. And then lita'arafu. This one I am little bit confused. It seems like a fi'l madari mansoob, fa'ilahu antum, and that this la li is it doesn't look like a harf jar here, is it? Or?
No, harf jar does not come with the fail first of all. Okay, so this is called lamu talil.
Yeah, what
like
does that
it is giving the reason. Okay, it's called lamu talil. Talil mean reason. So it is giving a reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created in tribes and groups. Okay, so it says li ta'arafu, so you guys can recognize each other, right? So this is kind of giving a reason. So this is called lamu talil.
Okay. And then we have inna. Inna again is a harfin nas, and akramakum. Akrama is ism of ism mansoob, and akramakum is idafa. So it's harfin nas, ismuha plus idafa. It's mubtada here. And this is like it's a jumla ismiya because we have mubtada and it starts with inna. And in the laha is mbk here, mutalik bil khabar, meaning near Allah. So indeed the most noble of you near Allah. And akrama is also, I think it says tafdeel, you taught us, right, before?
Af'ala, yeah.
Akrama, right?
Yeah.
And so akrama is ism tafdeel here, but akramakum makes it idafa, and it's also mansoob because of her friend.
That's why in translation you see the most honored.
Yeah.
Because why? Because this is coming as a idafa fragment. If it is by itself, it does not it does not have mudaf ilayhi, then it is more honored should be the translation, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so always translation can help you guys. Okay, akramakum, yes, it is ismu tafdeel, and this is the idafa fragment. So translation should be the superlative way.
Yeah, and in the laha is mbk because it's a zarf makan, right? So it's idafa again. And then at-taqakum is khabar here, and that's again another ism tafdeel. So the meaning would be, indeed, the most noble of you is the most righteous of you near Allah. Okay? Are you there, Rahat? I can't hear you.
No.
I think.
We are listening to you.
Okay. So should I continue or wait for her?
I think wait for her.
Okay.
Anji, sorry, I don't know what's wrong.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, okay.
after in the la there is a taqakum, so that's khabar here, and that's again another ism tafdeel, the most righteous of you, right? Is the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, another. So the meaning would be, indeed, the most noble of you near Allah is the most righteous of you.
Yeah.
And then inna Allah alimun khabir, that's another jumla ismiya, and that's again harfin asbu ismaha.
Ali, you give me 1 minute. Ali, come here, beta. Where is the screen share? Yeah, that was the one.
Can you share your screen?
This is okay. Sorry.
So inna Allah here is mubtada, and alimun is a khabar 1 and khabirun is a khabar 2.
Very good. Very good. Well done. Alhamdulillah. Okay, next one.
Next one is qalatil arabu. So here it's fele madi fa'ilahu here, or you can say maqulul qal also. So and the file here is al arabu. Right?
Why it says qalatil? Why here is used?
Because it's a broken plural, that arabu, right?
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
So it's considered as here. So we can say it maqulul qal also, right?
Maqulul call is up till where?
It will be up till aslamna, I think.
No. Amanna.
Amanna. Okay. Another
Okay, because-
maqulul qal here
yeah.
is full, right?
Yeah.
You are right. So that's for another one. Okay. And amanna, that's again amanna. We believe. That's
Failun madin. Yeah.
Fa'ilahu nahnu.
Very good.
And then qul lam. Qul is another maqulul qal, and lam is kufi jazma lil madari here. Umenu. Pele madari majzum bil lam, right? You believe. You all believe. And it became majzum because of that lam.
Very good. Yeah.
And then walakin. So wala does not, it's harf ataf, but it's not in the translation, I think. So what did we call it when
Istinafia. Istinafia.
Istinafia.
We write is wow. Istinafia. So ta and then hamza and na istinafia. So wow satyanasya.
What's the meaning of that? Istinafia?
Wow istinafia, starting a new sentence.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not connected, but it is starting a new sentence. So that is called istinafia.
Okay.
And
okay,
then,
yes.
And walakin. Lakin is a harf. And then ulu is again qal maqul. Fa'ilahu hum. No, you.
No, Hulu. Antum. This is Amar.
Amar, okay.
So you,
Yeah. Sorry,
you all say.
Yeah, you all say aslamna. Aslamna is pele madi fa'ilahu nahnu. it means, meaning would be, say we have submitted, but say we have submitted. Then
Yeah.
walamma, so lamma makes, walamma means not yet, right? And not yet.
Lamma plus mudariya, not yet.
Yeah. So walamma yadkhulul imanu, sorry, yadkhulul imanu. So imanu here is file, and
Very good.
And yadkhulu is fi'l madi. Fa'ilahu huwa.
And in lam lamma, in lam lamma wal falli, right? So what does that do?
That makes it majzoom.
Okay, so this is majzoom. Okay, but for the fluency, it is yadkhulil.
Yadkhulil, yeah. Kasra is there for the fluency, yeah. That's right. And then fi qulubikum is MBF here because it's a jumla failure. And then again, and the translation would be that, say we have submitted, but the faith has not yet entered in your heart. Right? And then in, and this starts with the harf shart in. So so and wa is the nafiya.
Istinafiya.
Yeah, the nafiya, because we are not translating it. And then in here is the harf shart. So ti'ullah, you obey, you all obey, and Allah is mafulun bihi here.
Okay, wa in tuti Allah wa rasula. Okay.
So it's a
because
majzoom, fa'ilahu antum. Fa'ilahu antum. And Allah here is maful bihi. And then rasulihi is another maful bihi. And that's
basically together, because wow came, so together they are together, right?
They are
so,
together.
Yeah, so this is our mafulun bihi. Okay, and this is our shart part.
And then now from la it's jawab shart, right?
Yes, this is jawab shart.
And this la nafiya, yalitkum, fi'l madari fa'ilahu huwa, kum is maful bihi here.
And this is majzoom, la yalitkum.
Right. La yalitkum, yeah. It's majzoom bil nafi, la nafiya.
Right? Yeah. Nahiya.
Nahiya. It's nahiya or nafiya?
Nafiya does not do anything. Nahiya does.
Oh, okay.
Nahiya make it majzoom.
Okay. And so the translation would be, but if you obey Allah and His Messenger, then He will not deprive you min amalikum shay'an. So it continues till shay'an. So min amalikum shay'an. Min is fajar here, and amali is so it's a jar majroor and MBF, and then amalikum is idafa. So it's whole thing is MBF here, and then shay'an is maful bihi. So He will not deprive you of your deeds.
He will not nullify or deprive you any deed, anything from your deeds.
Yeah.
So like the whole complete reward would be for you. And but what is the condition? That we have to obey Allah and its Rasul, meaning Quran and Sunnah. That is the only way of life, Quran and Sunnah. We cannot like just make our own thing. Okay, this is reward worthy, we can do that. No, if it is not from Quran and Sunnah, we should not follow that. Basically, this is the what it is. And this is so scary over here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that they should be saying aslamna, that we have just accepted Islam, we have just submitted, but Iman does not have entered our heart yet. So we need to check our hearts, that are we complete Muslim or
मैसेज तो
does
मैंने
the
पढ़ लिया था।
Iman has entered our hearts yet
तो
or
स्टाफ
not?
क्या करेगा आपके जब वो क्लासेस नहीं है तो मैं ठीक
Excuse me, who is that?
मेरी क्लास हो रही है ना उसमें ठीक।
Wow. Okay, so next, Inna Allah.
Inna Allah Ghafurur Rahim is the same thing, the Jumla Ismiya, and Inna Allah Harf Nasb Ismaha, and it's Mubtada here, and then Ghafurur Rahim is Khabar 1 and Khabar 2.
Very good. Very good. Alhamdulillah.
And then I also have this 15, ayah number 15.
Okay.
So that's Innamal Mu'minuna Allazina Amanu Billahi wa Rasulihi. So Innama here it's harfe makfuf, as you explained before. And meaning is only. And Innamal Mu'minuna Allazina, the whole thing makes an mubtada here.
Yeah, so al-mu'minuna, we're gonna say this is our mubtada.
This is
and
our
for this, we're gonna just say this is harfu makfuf.
Harfu makfuf, okay. And then allazina is ism mawsul here. And
so we have mubtada. So now what could be the allazina?
Allazina will be khabar.
Yes.
Mubtada and khabar, and then for allazina, since it's ism mawsul, and amanu billahi wa rasulihi is the sila for that, right? Ism mawsul.
Yeah, amanu billahi wa rasulihi. And then summa lam yartabu, so where the sila is ending?
Sila is ending, I think, till rasulihi, no?
Then summa came, right?
Yeah,
so it's still continuous. Summa lam yartabu, and they do not have any doubt about it. Wajahadu bi amwalihim wa anfusihim fi sabilillah. So it look like it's ending here.
Sabilillah, till sabilillah. Okay.
Okay, so this is the whole thing. Allazina, and the whole thing up till here is the sila plus, this is the khabar.
Khabar and sila for ism mawsul.
Yeah.
So amanu is a fi'l madi fa'ilahu hum. And billahi is MBF here. Rasuli is also MBF because it's connected. So and then summa came. Summa is harfe ataf. And lam yartabu is harfe jazma lil madari. Lam yartabu. And yartabu is a fi'l madari fa'ilahu hum. And wajahadu is the same thing. Yamwalihim is MBF, and then anfusihim is also MBF here. And the whole thing is actually fi sabilillah. Everything is MBF here, right?
Yeah.
So
but they are all different MBF, right? So they are not together.
They are not together, but they are connecting through huruf ataf here, right?
Yeah.
And idafa fragment is
anfusihim. This is idafa fragment, right?
Idafa and
so this is idafa. This is MBF, and this is MBF.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
ulaika humus sadiqun is ulaika ism mawsul. No, mubtada, sorry. Sorry.
I got bone in my kebab. I was eating, enjoying, and then something came. Okay.
So ulaika is mubtada here, and then is also mubtada, and sadiqun is khabar.
Yeah. And basically, this is humul sadiquna is the khabar for ulaika.
So the believers are only the ones who have believed in Allah and His Messenger, and then doubt not about. So this is making me little bit confused. Why yartabu?
Yartabu. So yartabuna. Okay. Summa lam yartabuna. So this is because of lam, it is madzum.
It's madzum. So the fail, what is the root word for this fail? There's yar also and da also, so that makes me.
This is from raib. but this is some family. This is basically raib. La raiba fihi, right? But then there is some family that takes ta. So then this is a different family. So, but the root letter is ra, ya, and ba.
And
So Ulaika is not Isma Ishara or what?
Yeah, it is Ismul Ishara.
Isma Ishara. Not Isma Mausul. I said Isma Mausul, sorry.
You said Mosula?
Yeah.
It's okay, we know that. Okay.
Okay, so and the translation is the believers are only the one who have believed in Allah and His Messenger, and then doubt not but strive with their proper deeds. And
So
their
they do not doubt anything about their iman or anything about Allah and His Rasul. That's what it means, right? So are you confused on that part?
Yeah, the lam, because we learned that lam, when lam came, harf-e jazma al-iqtidari, so translation is in past. So they did not over. It would be they did not they do not, right?
Yeah, lam plus, yeah, they did not.
Here they say
Yeah,
they don't.
because we are saying amanu, so they already believed, and then they did not have any doubt about it.
And they
Okay.
strive
Yeah.
with their.
And all are past, even jahadu. So they are all madi, right?
Yeah.
And when it is kind of set thing, we know that madi means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes for future event use madi, meaning this is all set already. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about some special people that they are sadiqun. Obviously they are already not in this world because they are gone already. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kind of like saying that all set for them. They didn't never have any doubt about any iman or about Allah or Rasul, and they did all that things. So they are already set example for us, right? So they are gone. So the people who are living, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never talk about them because we are not sure when somebody can sleep. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always, whenever He is giving certification, He is giving certification to those people who are already gone. So they are exemplar for us.
So this bi amwalihim is jar majrur plus idafa, one fusihim is idafa, and then fi sabilillah also jar majrur plus idafa, right?
Yeah. So Alhamdulillah. Very well done. Very well done. And I'm really happy the way you just like keep every even small detail that I mention in any lesson. Mashallah, you remember it and you are mentioning in your like explanation. So this is beautiful. That means I don't know how many times you are listening to the recording.
I haven't started listening it, but I'm
so
planning to.
This is the first time you grab that much, subhanallah.
Yeah,
you just listen to night live session and that's all.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I have done some ism part, the nouns before, but not the.
So you are genius then. If you grab in one go, that is amazing, subhanallah.
Jazakallah khairan kaseeran.
I'm very proud of you guys, yeah. Okay, so alhamdulillah, just last slot left and inshallah we can do it tomorrow. And that's it. Whose turn is tomorrow? Who is gonna do that? And we are missing the one, right? Yeah, we are missing one in the middle.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 ayah.
3, 4, and 5. So we need to take care of that too. So
No, 4, 5,
Fozia, you need to remind your friend, okay?
I don't know her. I just thought that since I didn't want her to miss the slot. So because she said that, so I just kept the slot.
Okay,
for
so
her
just put in the group. Okay, so mention her, and
I don't want to be the bad guy.
if I can. Okay,
Rahat,
I
if
will.
someone is not doing it, then we should at least send a reminder. And if they are not doing it, then we can take it and do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna assign to someone. If I will see if Kamil is there. So now I have to. I'm gonna be behind Kamil now. Kamil, you're in trouble.
Sister Hat, I can try. I can new to this class, but I can always try.
Okay, so if you wanna take that slot, then go ahead, take it. So that
Inshallah,
is.
say Surah Mulk and verse 3, 4, 5, right?
No. This one, Surah Hujrat, ayah 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, Surah Hujrat. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
this one.
ayah 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, 4,
Yeah,
5, and 6.
Okay. And it's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Sabah Hassan.
Sabah. Okay. So now everyone is witness. Sabah Hassan has taken it. Okay.
But please be patient with me.
I'm patient with everyone. No worries. Okay. I'm always gonna help.
Sister Rahat, everyone was so good. I'm very, very rusty, but I was brave to take it. So just like
No
whatever
worries.
mistakes I
No
do.
worries. Okay. No worries. When you come here and when you do it, then it's like it's gonna be your lifelong learning. Okay. So
Yeah, I was lucky to get today's practice and a break that my turn didn't come. I'm happy that my turn didn't come.
Okay, so I hope that was helpful for everyone, because you know how much we can revise in these ayat. So that's why I was saying from the day one that that is the source of revision. Instead of just repeating our lessons, we should apply in our Quran now. So I see like almost everything is covered in these ayat.
Is this the surf we are doing it, or something? Surf is something different.
Surf is something different. Inshallah, we are starting in September.
Oh.
Okay, so everyone, good night now.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair, all the sisters for doing such a great job.
Yeah.
Everyone did an amazing job. I'm very proud of you guys, and the people who have to present tomorrow, no worries. Do not take any pressure. Just do and try your best. Okay, that's all.
So we will do Surah Mulk full tomorrow, or because mine is the last ayah.
No,
So
I don't think so. We would be able to do full. We will see how much we can grab.
So because mine is the last one.
Six surah from Surah Hujrat, right? Have 6
Sorry?
ayah. We still have 6 ayah remaining from Surah Hujrat, which complete the
Yeah. So I don't think so. We would be able to finish Surah Mulk.
Okay, so one day more for me to listen.
Yes. Okay, inshallah.
What time will be class tomorrow, Sister Rahat?
Are you guys okay with these 10 minutes early?
Yeah, because
okay, so we can do that. Yeah. So at 8:20, right?
Yeah, 7:20 for me. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, inshallah.